The Mighty Giant. It's one of the most durable and efficient machines you will find out there for grinding hay.
It is a very productive grinder.
I feel like it's the Cadillac of the grinding industry.
If you're going to be in the industry and be serious, Mighty Giant's the only way to go.
After watching his neighbor grind hay for his feedlot using 4 hired hands, Les Jones of Beamer, Nebraska, decided there had to be a better way.
And I told him that if I couldn't build a better grinder than that, I wouldn't even start. And I started in and I built a grinder and I put a boom on it. It was a one-man operation to start with right there. And we just kept building and we kept making them better all the time.
The first machine we built was the cab on it and the grapple fork and everything. It had a swing around elevator, and the first ones even had tip open tubs. And then we started building power takeoffs and smaller power units, things like that. But then in the early part of the 70s, we started building machines to grind mulch and wood and stuff like that, which is basically the same machine, but it's just built a lot heavier.
And then when Bob took over in the late 70s, early 80s, and he has expanded this company, you know, to think we have grinders pretty much all over the world, and that is the exciting thing for me. I mean, I'm blessed with the opportunity that Bob has given me to carry on this family business for him, and the fact that he entrusts us to do that, to take it to the next level, is pretty exciting.
Today, Jones Manufacturing Company produces the most durable, high-capacity, operator-oriented tub grinder in the world, the Mighty Giant. Innovation has always been an important part of the Mighty Giant history. We were the first with a hydraulic opening tub, making it easy to service, with access to the mill, hammers, and changeable screens. The Mighty Giant was the first with an electronic governor, constantly adjusting tub and engine speed for the most efficient grinding. And the first with a hydrofork. No other grinder has the durability, the features, or the capacity of the Jones Mighty Giant.
We've had other grinders and they just didn't have the capacity that this grinder did. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago we tried out a different grinder, and it ground okay, but it didn't grind nearly as fast. It was a lot slower. We ground probably 3 bales to their 1. It is a very productive grinder. It's high volume. We put a lot of hay through it in a day, and it seems to work well for us.
As far as getting stuff done, I have some people around that have the other brands, and I still feel like I can grind more hay per hour.
The faster you can shove them through there, the happier the customer is, and you can get to your next job. But when you're charging by the hour, the customer wants results, and with Mighty Giant, it's one of the fastest on the market. That is another thing. Mighty Giants do have a pretty good reputation for eating tough hay. You get in tough grinding conditions, I'd much rather have a Mighty Giant over the others any day.
The other thing that sets us apart is the fact that we own our own grinding service. We go out and grind every day.
That means new features and innovations are the result of experience, not marketing hype.
Some of the features I really like is the closed motor, less fire hazards there.
There is a reversing fan on it, and while you're grinding you can, from the remote, reverse the fan and blow the dust off the front of the radiator.
Best feature that I can see is remote control for safety reasons. The technology's got so good that you can actually control the speed of the tub, and you can control the load on the motor all from this remote.
One guy can go out and run the grinder and just basically do everything he needs to do with that remote control. And also when we're getting ready to grind on a truck, say you've got one truck pulling out and another truck pulling in, you can stop that elevator and you're not throwing stuff all over the truck as the new truck is pulling in under the elevator. So it is pretty handy to have that elevator stopping.
Setup time is just a few minutes. In the old days, the manual fold elevators would take 10-15 minutes to fold up. Today it's 5 minutes, you're ready to go, and 5 minutes you're ready to leave, you know. Speeds things up, and makes it more productive.
When you do need service, the people at Jones Manufacturing know how important it is to keep you up and running. We're there when you need us most.
I like Jones. They're a great bunch of guys to work with. If I have a problem, they'll get serious and get the problem. They keep parts on hand.
Very well educated with their grinder. They know what they're talking about.
And to be honest with you, it's all about our people. I mean, we are Mighty Giant. That's who we are. It's instilled in us. It's in our blood. As Bob would say, it's what those boys are made of.
I've been around Mighty Giant grinders my whole life. My dad had them, so when I got into business, naturally, that's the machine I had to have.
The thing it is these grinders become personal.
They understand that's your life. You know, you're supporting your family with these machines, and there's a lot riding on them.
It's a well-built grinder.
I feel like it's, you know, if you want to drive a cheaper car, drive a cheaper car. If you want a Cadillac, get a Jones grinder and grind it in.